Hi, I'm Dave Wurzel, and you're watching Spotlight. Today's Spotlight is on high school sports. We are at Amos Alonzo Stagg High School, and we're going to do a little preview of the boys track and field program. With me today is head coach Zach Sporer. Coach, thank you for taking time to be with us this morning.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having us.
And also, we have a couple of your athletes with us. We have next to me senior Aiden Conroy. Aiden, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And we also have Joe Suzeki, who is a junior on the team. Is that right, Joe?
Yep, that is correct.
All right. So thank you guys for coming in this morning. Coach, how about, I'm going to turn to you first. How about a little bit about your background, head coach, what do you teach? Or
Yeah, so I've been a track coach for 12 years. I started out at Grant High School in Fox Lake, and I've been the head coach here for the last 5 years. I have a social studies background, but I'm the division chair for our social studies and world languages departments now at Stagg.
Good for you. I would imagine that's quite a workload to be a division chair and a head coach, especially a track season. That's a long season. Congratulations on the 5 years. Guys, how about you? Let me ask you guys a little bit. You know, Aiden, I'm going to start with you first as a senior on the team. You know, that puts you kind of in a leadership role, I think, and also your breakdown. So what are your events, and how about yourself a little bit on the team? How, especially in your breakdown, how are you a leader for those kids?
Yeah, so I run the 800 and the mile here at Stagg. I've been a 4-year guy, so obviously I've been around. Obviously, being a senior, I'd like to think that I'm a leader. So, you know, if any like the freshmen need any help, or like any of the underclassmen, I make sure I help them out.
So I'm going to put him a little bit on the spot here, because this is my concern too as a coach. Like this time of year, especially for distance runners, this is tough. You know, you can't run in the hallways. You got to get outside. You know, how do you get over that mental? Like to me, that would seem a tough issue. Like how do you motivate yourself, motivate your teammates to deal with the weather early in the season like this when you can't get on the track too often, right?
Yeah, so any of like the mileage you get in the winter, my coach always says that it's just a build up for outdoor track. So anything you get outside when it's cold like this, it's just going to make you a better runner for once the weather gets nice.
Okay. And then, Joe, how about you? Now, you're a junior on the team, but you're in a different breakdown, right? So how about, you know, what events do you run? And, you know, how do you work with your teammates to help them prepare?
I run the 200 and the 400. And to help prepare, we have a very young team, a lot of freshmen and sophomores. And I just try my best to lead them, help them in practice, and make sure that they're getting as much out of it as they can to become better athletes.
Good. So then let's take a look at track has an indoor season, and I guess we're kind of in that part of it right now, but it's also preseason light because we're not into the outdoor season. So, Coach, maybe first, how has practice been going, and then how does the season, you know, look going forward?
Yeah, practice has been going really well for us. I think this has been a really positive group in terms of mindset, like you had referenced with Aiden. This is kind of the dog days of indoor that we're in right now, and it's tough to get upstairs and run in the hallways every day with our sprint group. And so the morale has been super high, which is great for me to see. And I think just preparing and trying to communicate that message that we are building for May is super important, at least for me, to try to communicate that with our athletes. So. The word you use I really like there is morale. That if morale is good, that's how you can get things done and get through, especially like you're saying, get through this kind of tough period. Track gets a lot more fun when you can get outside and the weather is good and the track is, you know, open and weather is cooperating, right? How about, let's take a look for you guys. Do you do any other sports?
No, I'm strictly a runner, so.
That's got to mean cross country too, right?
Yeah.
Do you do that?
I did cross country 4 years here at Stagg.
Okay. Any other clubs or sports?
Nope, not really.
You're a full-time runner.
Yeah,
but to run your events, it is a year-round commitment. To be in that kind of conditioning, I think, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much every day. When I see like you take a couple days off, but it's a commitment to run every day.
Okay. How about favorite subject?
Probably history.
History? Why history?
I don't know. I've always liked history. I've always been pretty good at it. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. How about, do you have post-high school plans?
Yeah. So I'm actually going to be attending Illinois State University, and I think I'm going to major in education.
Teacher?
Yeah.
All right, good luck. We can always use more great teachers. Yep. That's awesome, and good luck with that. Joe, you're a junior, so that's a little bit down the road. But how about, you know, first, are you doing any other sports or clubs or activities?
I do football during the fall, and that's basically it. And otherwise, I run.
Okay, and that's, again, those are both big commitments. Track, you guys start in January, I would imagine, right? And then football through the summer and through the fall. Those are both long time commitments. How about, do you have a favorite subject?
Probably English. I've just always had a good experience with it. I've always had great teachers, so it's just kind of always become my favorite subject.
As an former English teacher myself, I love to hear that. Yeah, I have great English teachers. How about you? You're a junior, so this is not to add to your stress level, but I always felt like it was a crunch year for juniors. This is a testing. This is when you start looking for the schools and making these tough decisions here. Do you have some schools in mind or some post high school ideas in mind?
I don't really have schools in mind yet. There are some schools I'm looking at, but mainly I'm going to go into pre-med and then probably go into some medical field after high school.
Okay, good. Good luck. And then I think a final question for all you guys. I'm going to ask you favorite movie. All right, as athletes, sometimes we can draw inspiration from that world. So, Coach, you want to get them started?
Yeah, sure. I think my favorite sports movie is 42. It's the story of Jackie Robinson breaking into the MLB. And the reason being, it's, like Aiden, I'm a history guy, and so that social justice component of it is really appealing. And I also had one of the best previews, trailers that I've ever seen. So that kind of hooked me.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like the historical element to it. I love the overcoming the adversity and the challenges he faces are incredible. Great, incredible story. Ian, how about you?
Mine is the Steve Prefontaine movie. I think it's called Pre. Obviously, being one of the greatest distance runners, obviously, looking up to him. It's like seeing his experience through running through the University of Oregon. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think this is a movie even somebody who's not a runner could like also, don't you think? I mean,
yeah, I think you don't have to be a runner to enjoy it. It's just a good movie all around.
Yeah, very inspirational that way. Joe, how about you? Sorry. Yeah, Joe. Thank you, Aiden.
I chose Remember the Titans. I think it's just a classic inspirational movie. It has parts of social justice, teamwork, and it's just an all-around great movie.
Yeah, it is a great movie, and there are so many the social justice issues, let alone the competitive issues of being an athlete and overcoming the adversities that tie into those social issues as well. Yeah, a lot going on in that one. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Joe, Aiden, Coach Spohr, thank you guys. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hi again, I'm Dave Wurzel, and we're at Stagg High School doing a little preview of the boys track and field program season this year. Thank you for watching.